Hey Aquarius, so it's me Alexis. Welcome back to my astrology channel, and today I'm going to be giving you guys your horoscope and tarot reading for the full moon in Pisces on the 13th and 14th. So let me go ahead and kind of give you guys the reading, but before I go ahead and do that, I just want to let you guys know that if you guys want a more personal reading of how the full moon is going to go for you, I do offer tarot and astrology readings. If you guys are interested, I will put down my Twitter link below so that you guys can kind of DM me. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So Aquarius, how is the general astrological weather? To be frank with you, it's kind of tense. The reason why I say this is because there's a T-square between the transiting Sun and Mars, they're conjunct, and then the transiting full moon in Pisces and Neptune, they're also conjunct, and on top of that, they're going to be square to the transiting Jupiter in Sagittarius. So there's a lot of tense things going on, and from what I've gathered, I would say that a lot of this tense, feelings, a lot of it is coming from knowing how to kind of mitigate and kind of handle the ambiguity of life and the clarity of life, and knowing how to go from like one end to the other in terms of like accepting mystery versus getting all the facts, and whether we can get our truth from either side, and then on top of that, perceiving what is opportunity versus what's not opportunity. So there's a lot of things going on in terms of opportunity and how we perceive things. So Aquarius, let's go ahead and kind of talk about how everything will personally affect you. So Aquarius, the full moon in Pisces is going to be happening in your second house, and then the transiting Jupiter is going to be in your 11th house. So lots of stuff going on. The second house is going to be the house of finances, specifically personal finances. On a psychological level, it would stand for, self-esteem and how you value yourself. Now, with the transiting Virgo planets all in your 8th house, a lot of what you've been, focusing on lately is how and where you stand with certain people in your life. So like, you've been focusing on whether, you and this person are on fair grounds, or, on a financial level, maybe you've been dealing with some debts with some certain people. Maybe you owe someone some money, or maybe someone owes money to you. Or, you're in a situation where like you're trying to really clarify how, your power struggles are with certain people, and being real clear and being real practical about that. However, with the full moon in Pisces, this full moon is calling you to kind of come back to your own self-worth, because with the 8th house, I kind of see it as stability with other people, and you've been doing a good job on that, but you need to find, stability within yourself. And I think with the full moon in Pisces, this full moon is telling you like, hey, what about you? Like, how are you going to ground yourself? You can ground other people, but can you ground yourself? And in order to ground more people effectively, you have to ground yourself well also. So that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Maybe, this is kind of like a time for you to kind of really, get serious about maybe saving some money, or maybe, you being serious about money in general, or just kind of like making sure like, hey, self-worth is actually a thing. It's actually very relevant right now. And, with all this going on in Pisces though, and then with Neptune in the picture, you may be coming back to it and you're kind of like, what the heck is going on? I don't even know what's going on here. And I think, with ambiguity, it can either give you some truths that you couldn't have found without that ambiguity, or you might, have to be able to kind of surrender to that ambiguity and just be like, yep, I don't really know what's going on, and I'm just gonna let the world take me where it wants to take me in terms of how I value myself. So and then on top of that, the transiting Jupiter is going to be in your 11th house, which is the house of community. It's the house of friendships, stuff like that. So in dealing with valuing yourself versus valuing other people, the main thing that is of issue is, your friendships and where you belong in a community. And I think the issue here is that, with your friends, they could help you with various things. They could help you, hold your ground with certain people, which would be an 8th house issue, or they could help you hold ground with yourself. They could help you ground yourself, which is a 2nd house issue. And with Jupiter in the 11th house, like, you're looking at your friends, and your friends are looking at you, and they're kind of like, what can we do to help you out? What do you want, Aquarius? And for you, you have to sit down and really think, okay, should I really, mitigate some power dynamics that I have with other people right now, or should I kind of, ground myself right now? And can my friends provide that? And I think like with Jupiter in the 11th house, it kind of shows that with the people in your life right now, or with the friends or groups that you have in your life, you all provide different benefits. It just really depends on what kind of benefits that you currently need right now. So, with this whole back and forth action between how you value yourself and how you value other people, your friendships are going to be affected because your friends could either really help you on one part of area of your life or both. But either way, your friendships are going to be affected by this full moon. Just because I feel like your friends could be your assets, but the thing that needs to be figured out is assets for what? And you're gonna have to figure that out for yourself, Aquarius. So yeah, and after that you have to tell your friends about it. So yeah, Aquarius, let's go ahead and kind of look at your cards. Okay, interesting. I got the Four of Swords reversed. I got the Knight of Cups reversed, and the Queen of Coins reversed. Well, let me tell you something right off the bat. In terms of figuring out where you need to kind of focus for this full moon, yeah, I better hope you focus on your second house, okay? When I see the Queen of Cups, not Queen of Cups, Queen of Coins reversed, I see a person who is not self-assured. I don't see a person who is, secure in themselves, and a person who's not confident in themselves. Aquarius, this needs to be you right now. You need to be confident. You need to be self-assured. You can't let other people pull your worth down. Yeah. That message should stick. So, sorry. So, for some reason, when I'm looking at these cards, I'm getting the harsh message of like, snap out of it. I don't know what you need to snap out of, but you need to snap out of something. Maybe for some of the people in your life, like friends specifically, or maybe the people that you've been having a power dynamic with or a power struggle with, maybe you've been thinking of them too highly. Maybe you've been romanticizing them. Either way, your view of them has been kind of skewed, for better or worse, and it's not affecting you very positively, because when I think of the Four of Swords reversed, it's really stressing you out. You're not relaxed, you're stressed. And because of this, like, I think if you want to be relaxed, if you want to get things straight, if you want to get the truth, you have to see people for as they are. You have to see people for who they are. And as of right now, I don't really think you're doing that. And with the Four of Swords, it's really stressing you out, and you gotta sit here and be like, okay, I gotta be really honest with how I view people. Because if this doesn't work out, then I'm not gonna value myself. And if I'm not gonna value myself, I'm not gonna have valuable relationships. So this message was pretty darn clear, Aquarius, and I feel like a lot of these cards are warning cards. So Aquarius, I think one other insight that I kind of noticed is that maybe you're going at this at the wrong angle. Maybe as of late, you've been working on your power struggles with other people and making sure that people know where they stand with you and being really honest about that. But I think maybe, you need to know where you stand with yourself first, for sure. Or at least, be honest with yourself and know where you stand with yourself, so that you can have a healthier way of knowing how other people stand with you. I have this weird feeling that maybe, with the way that you've been, viewing people, not only, I feel like you're putting your value in the wrong place. Rather than putting your value within yourself, maybe you're putting it into other people, and maybe you're doing it in such a way where you're telling yourself, oh, but it's fair, it's fine, like, it's okay, like, we all benefit. No, I think you're not benefiting as much as you think you are. And because of that, you gotta see things for the way they are, Aquarius. So yeah, that is gonna be your full moon horoscope for the full moon in Pisces on the 13/14th. This is also a heavy reading. I'm sorry for giving you guys the heavy reading, but it's what my deck said, and I'm only just saying what it's saying. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great full moon.